Welcome to the Rex and Ben Tennis Show. We're glad to be here with you all, and as well with AlexGornet and ChrisSimich, two guys that were great players for the University of Louisville. One local, one not so local. We'll start off with a local guy from Louisville, AlexGornet. Alex, there's a lot of young people that's going to watch this show. What helped you in juniors around the city of Louisville to help you become a five-star recruit?
I think we have a lot of support. We have had a lot of up-and-coming players. So Eric Quigley, who's here tonight, and everybody knows that name, as well as a ton of adults and some good camps around here. So I was fortunate that a lot of people were willing to give me their time, give me their advice, give me their insight, and take a little bit of time out of their day just to give me that extra tip that I feel like pushed me to that level that I needed to go to UofL.
You guys, we got ChrisSimich here as well, and he was obviously coached by Coach Rex at the University of Louisville. Chris, what was it about Coach that really drew you to the University of Louisville?
I think he had a good relationship with
From the front door to your left, the A players, semis and finals will be
such
played.
good people all
On
the
the
time
right,
that he managed to bring
the
to
B
the
players
university.
will be
Really
on
made
the
the tennis
right for the
move along.
semis and finals, starting right now.
And you guys, that's a huge lesson for a lot of you juniors out there. Some of you guys that are undercoached, underplayed, you don't have the people to play with. You guys, when you get to a college program, you guys are going to have 10, 12 players to play with every day, and a great coach will look for an undercoached, underplayed player, and that's a monster recruit for a lot of these guys.
I know with Chris, what impressed me was he was playing an ITF tournament. I think in Australia he won it, and there was a pretty good, a little bit younger, but a pretty good player that was in that tournament that didn't win it. But ChrisSimich ended up winning it. Tell us about that player, Sim.
That was NickKrygios. He lost second round, I think.
Yeah.
But,
Was he trying back then or no?
oh yeah.
Oh, he was.
Is this in his chubby face? I've seen
Yeah.
some pictures.
Yeah, he was not the most athletic person at the time. But it's still pretty good.
Good. And Alex, you had a lot of opportunities and things like that. You were one of the best student athletes ever that I've coached in 29 years as far as balancing the academics and athletics. Give us the secret to being a great student and a great player.
I don't know if there is a secret. I think it really just comes down to time management, though. And I think for a lot of juniors, and just even when I coach players now, you ask them, what are you doing off the court? What are you doing on the court? Because they're always complaining about not having time. And my first question for them is always, how much time do you spend on their phone? They just kind of look at you dumbfounded, right? So I was lucky to have great parents that pushed me, kind of instilled that discipline in me. And then when I got to college too, between coach and just all the support there, I was able to continue that. And my teammates were always looking out for me as well and helping pick up some of that slack.
You guys, I think Alex actually, if I remember correctly, kind of traveled the world playing professional tennis for a while. Is that correct?
That is, for two years on and off.
And you guys, I want him to actually speak on that because a lot of us think it's this glorious, unbelievable life, and I want him, for any juniors out there that have those aspirations to be a pro, I want him to speak on what he went through for 2 years.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you all. It's pretty brutal. It's not luxurious. Even if you're top 100 in the world and you're playing the big time tournaments, if you ask them, a lot of them will even say that, hey, if I have kids, I don't want them to play pro tennis because it's such a hard lifestyle. You're by yourself. You're traveling somewhere new every week. Your body's hurting every day. You probably don't have the money for a coach. You're scraping by. You're streaming your own rackets.
You're not staying in 5-star hotels?
You're not. No, you're staying at the Red Roofs and wherever you can to scrounge up a few dollars to have a nice meal to fuel up for the next day. But I mean, it's an awesome experience if you want it. I think you gotta know what you're getting into, and you gotta have that drive and that passion to be able to stay in there day in and day out.
Chris, you're from a nearby place, New Zealand, and it's not the easiest thing to be a teenager and go to a place 12, 13,000 miles away. How did you adjust, and what are the secrets of being successful far away from home?
It took a little bit. It's definitely difficult. I didn't go home for a good year after the first year. I don't know. There was a good support structure here. Like you just kind of you have a lot of friends, and you just kind of have to think that it's worth it in the end. Really,
Yeah.
Just kind of push through. But there's not really too many secrets about it.
All right. Good. And Alex, you did a very healthy. You had a very healthy college career in the sense that you started kind of at a 5, then moved up every year, one spot, ended up your senior year being #1 singles, #1 doubles, nationally ranked. How is that progression? Because there'll be college players watching this, they want to progress. There'll be high school players that want to progress in high school or junior tennis. Well, what was the key to your progression?
You gotta get on your karma pathway, right?
There you go.
No, kudos to coach for that. But I think one is you gotta be willing to tweak with your game every year. And I know one thing he always harped on me on was get out of my comfort zone. And I came in and I hit a clean ball, super flat though, didn't have a lot of variety. And he really pushed me to develop new tools, think differently, look at the court differently. Really push myself physically and mentally, not just in practice, but also in matches to try new things. And I think every year, you get a little bit better every single day. And someone that comes in as a #6 player and is kind of just scrapping to stay in the lineup, hoping they win every match to stay in. If you put in the work and you're willing to listen to your coach by the end of the year, you can make that big jump to be a nationally ranked player and play some of those big tournaments.
Absolutely, you guys. And we want to thank these two. You guys, we're going to let these guys go and do their thing, but we really appreciate what they've done for us tonight, giving us this great insight on college tennis, traveling from all over the world, professional, college, whatever it was. But we want to thank these guys for coming by for a few minutes. We're going to let them run. But you guys, this is the Rex and Ben Tennis Show. More guests to come.